dealing with them people.
That's right.
Because that's why he's dealing with the biblical 12 tribes of Israel. Because if you look at history on the so-called Black Americans, the West Indians, which are the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Dominicans, the Seminole Indians, what's the Indians down here? The Native Indians. This stuff happened to them.
Okay.
They was in slavery. Go to jump the verse when they said Yoke of Iron on their neck. Watch this. Let me show you. Remember I showed you? Hold on. Did we finish that off? Let's finish that. Finish that.
That's gonna happen in a minute.
Okay.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, with ships, by the whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there.
So when we got off the slave ships, what happened? When they let us off the slave ships, they let us free and roam. What happened? What you mean? Explain.
But the first one, it was uprising. They killed all the. Like they was killing the slave masters.
Okay.
They were setting everything
you talking
on
about
fire.
around that turn time?
Before then.
Okay.
They went.
So you said they was fighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they went to Germany, and there was a human specialist over there. All the white people got together, and they went to saw this guy.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. That's what they end up coming up with the what's the book? The book they got.
He taught them how to control slaves.
Yeah. What's the book? What's the book?
And the teaching on that.
I forgot.
And the teaching on that.
I know what you're talking about.
Was
you absolutely right.
The
Willie Lynch letter.
The Willie Lynch letter. Was
that's
to sell all the adults.
You right.
Between.
So he on point.
Then raise
that was true. That was true. You can slow down. I got you. I'm agreeing with you. So the Willie Lynch letter, he absolutely right. But overall, when we got off these slave ships, what happened? Was we free roaming?
No.
We weren't free roaming.
You contain the
plantation. So did they have us chained up?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. When they had us chained up, did they sell us?
Some of them. They kept some of them.
So they kept some and they sold some.
That's right.
But the ones they kept, was they free?
No.
They was what?
They was just slaves.
The ones they sold, was they free?
No.
They was what?
Enslaved.
Okay, let's read on. Watch this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We won't go back to the west coast of Africa or the coast of Africa no more. We're gonna be over here. Watch this.
And there,
when we got over into America,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Shall be sold unto your enemies. Who sold us? What race?
White race.
What God called them? Let's see, read it again.
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So who sold us?
He called them enemies. Right.
What race this is? Is they not still our enemies today?
Yeah.
Hey, they haven't changed.
Right.
They haven't.
Did the police that killed the young boy daddy went and ran over the police?
That's right.
Why you shoot that young boy? He said he had a gun.
Right.
Don't they always use that same story?
That's right.
Yeah.
So these the same people, God say our enemies was gonna do what? Read that part again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
That's for slave men.
And bond women.
Enslaved woman. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning redeem you. Can nobody get us out of these situations? We are here still today. Is that it? Watch this. Let me read another case. Verse 16. What you got? You got it?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 48.
Watch this.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said you shall serve your enemy. Who the enemy again? Let's be real. Now serve them. Who we work for? Who we pay water bill to? Who we pay the rent to? What about the mortgage? You say you own your house. What about property tax? What about tissue? What about toothpaste? What about gas? What about them boots you got on your feet? What about these boots I got on my feet and them shoes sis got on her feet?
Right. Who made it?
Who we get them from? Who we get them from? God called them our enemies.
Okay.
Watch this. Let's read that part again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God sent them against us. God did this to us. He allowed them to do that to us.
Spell book.
Watch this. No, he let us do this because disobedience. You don't want to listen to God. You can't control nothing. That white boy come over right now. The white boy come over right now. Police come box slam you right on this ground. You can't do nothing about it. But put the handcuffs on.
Right.
And he used it. Hold on.
I would have people coming to take
But
care of that.
the point is, you will be spaced out on this damn ground with
But I
handcuffs
got
on.
people coming to take care of that.
You feel like before the people come, ain't nothing you can do.
We ain't worried about that.
My point is, he didn't use the book to come slam you.
Everything
Right?
took sacrifice.
It's the spirit on this
Just like you
man.
sacrificing right
It's the
now.
spirit on
Take
this
your time
man
to do this.
that God put on this man to handle us like this.
Right.
Why though?
All them fellas.
Why is God allowing these people to do this to us?
They got beat,
Is it something we doing?
water sprayed on them, all the
So it ain't no we doing?
for to make a change.
Yeah, read it. Watch this.
All
Watch
men
this. We start at verse 45.
Verse 45.
Watch this.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
God said these curses gonna run us down. This stuff we've been reading, they doing these are curses. Why though? Watch this.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Why?
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
God said these curses coming up on us. These white boys handle us any kind of way. We gotta go to them for everything because we won't listen to him.
Right.
We won't listen to what he tell us to do. God tell us to do something, we say no. God say don't celebrate Mother's Day, guess what we celebrating today?
All the holidays.
God say don't celebrate Christmas, guess what we celebrate?
All the holidays.
God say don't eat pork, guess what we eat?
It attaches to your DNA.
So read that part again,
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
to do what?
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee, and they should be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses upon us where we can identify that we are God's people. Like this sign let us know what store we at. These curses are like us going into slavery on ships, and it's in the Bible. That's how we identify we are the chosen seed of God. We identify them, we God's people when we at the bottom, but he's telling you at the bottom because you won't listen to me.
Right.
Read on, watch this.
And they should be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
Moses told them it's going to be on your seed forever. Still, Moses was thousands of years ago. These same curses cleaving to us right now.
To some people.
Watch this, read on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
Now he said, look, you don't want to serve me for everything? Now you got to serve your enemy for hunger. We want to go to Walmart. Who owns Walmart? We own Walmart?
Sam Walker.
Who owns Sam's? The same white boy.
Same Walker.
Who owns Publix?
I'm not sure on that.
Is it us?
No.
What about Piggly Wiggly? Is it us?
No.
So God said, we don't want to do what he say. Now you got to go to your enemy for food. What about when they cut the food off, then what? When they, cause you know they up in price, up and down the prices. You know, eggs was just so they ain't gonna hide out here. Food is how you know if you go to Walmart spend $100, you ain't getting nothing.
Right.
So food high. So what if they up it a little more? What we gonna do?
Live off the land.
You gonna live out? I said what we? Didn't I say we?
We gotta live off
Did
the
I
land.
say we?
Well, we gonna
See,
have to live
what I
off
see
the
with you is you more thinking about you.
I'm not thinking about me.
We think about we out here think about the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
We think about the people.
Right.
That's why we come to get a message. All right, read on, watch this.
In hunger and in thirst.
Waterfall free from the sky, but we gotta pay for it.
Right.
Read on.
And in nakedness.
In clothing, it say made in China. But what did America get? America get it from China for $2 and come sell it to you for $50.
Right.
You see the Chinese when they exposing all the stuff they doing?
That's right.
They've been
That's right.
hitting us across the head for everything. The shoes, the clothes,
That's right.
So God said your enemy was gonna do this to you.
That's right.
Read on.
In nakedness and in want of all things.
He said when you want toothpaste, you gotta go to your enemy.
Okay.
When you want a hair comb, you gotta go to your enemy. You want soap to wash your tail, you gotta go to your enemy. Read on.
And he shall,
And your enemy.
shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now have the white man ever put yokes of iron on our neck?
You just can't see it.
Have we? Was it ever physical yokes?
Yep. Oh yeah. It's still on you, but you still can't see it.
Look at this.
I said it's still on
Who
you.
history is this?
If you're a
The so-called blacks in America.
Right.
But God called them the who?
enemy.
I'm talking about the one who people,
Enemy.
the ones who got the stuff on.
Oh, those are Israelites.
And who did this happen to us? So who God say we are? We are the Israelites.
That's right.
We are the people of the book. God said the only reason this stuff going on to you, because you don't do what I tell you to do.
Right.
For instance, do you eat pork?
No.
You don't eat pork. Do you eat shrimp?
No.
Crab?
No.
Lobster?
It's like a roach.
It's like a roll, so you don't eat that.
Nah.
And next you says, do you eat pork?
Yeah.
Do you eat shrimp?
Yeah.
Do you eat crab? Do you eat lobster? Do you eat crawfish?
No.
Oyster? So you do eat shrimp.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a shrimp and a crawfish?
No difference.
Okay. You see that?
No difference.
So is God dealing with us individually, or he dealing with us as a nation?
It's all about you seeking information.
I'm asking you a question. Is God dealing with us as an individual or as a nation?
As individual. That's why you pray. That's why
What
you
you say,
pray.
sis?
That's why you pray.
Okay, if he was dealing with us as an individual, why are we on the corner reading the Bible to you?
Because it's on your spirit to
Go
do
to
that.
Ezekiel 3. Let me show you he dealing with us. 3 and 17. Watch this right here. Let me show you he dealing with us.
Yeah.
He not just dealing with you. If you eat pork, we both get punished. I'm gonna tell you this quick.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Watch this.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So he woke us up to be watchmen. Watch this. What is a watchman?
Overseer.
Overseer. Watch this what he told the overseers.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me,
Who want to give?
and give them warning from me.
So he said give you warning or give them warning?
Yeah.
So who he talking to? One person? He talking to all of us.
That's right.
I respect
He
that.
talking to all of us. God want all of us to listen to him. Not just me. Yeah, I keep this. I ain't pork in like 12 years. But my sister ain't pork. So I gotta go tell my sister,
That's right.
put the pork down.
That's right.
We
That's
gonna be still in these conditions.
That's right. That's right.
God trying to wake us
That's
up.
right. That's right.
You think he trying to wake his people,
I respect that.
not that brother?
I'ma share it. I'ma share it. I share it.
So God trying to wake us up, okay? What about the Sabbath day? When is the Sabbath?
According to
According to,
Western.
according to the Bible.
Oh, okay.
According to Western, when is the Sabbath?
Okay. They changed it Sunday.
That's the Saturday.
So you say Saturday. According to the Bible, when is the Sabbath?
It's supposed to be Saturday. Saturday.
Okay, I want you to give me a straight up answer.
Okay.
According to Western,
I know.
when is the Sabbath?
I know it was Saturday of back and forth.
Okay, no, just roll with me again.
Yes, sir.
According to the Westerns or the European, what day is the Sabbath? Clear.
Sunday.
According to the Bible, what day is the Sabbath?
I'm not positive.
Okay.
Okay.
You say
Saturday.
you say Saturday. Now, what my point of that is, you see, they use the Bible
That's it.
and lied and manipulated us.
Right.
They use doctrines. They don't use the book.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because our people look at this book like that's the book they use to enslave us. They pick the book up and put it in your face, but they read you a whole other story out the book that ain't even in the book. Give me Exodus 20. About to say it, Ross. All right, read it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So he said 6 days
Well, Abel.
and do all the work, but the 7th day.
Right.
When is the 7th day of the week? Look at your calendar.
They changed.
Look at your calendar.
They changed the week.
Look at your calendar. I want you to look at your calendar.
Because Sunday supposed to started the week originally.
Okay, look at your calendar. Your calendar show that, but we don't see that.
Right.
The calendar literally say Sunday.
First
Look,
day.
look.
Right. First day. Yeah.
So when is the 7th day?
Saturday.
So when we get the first day of the week, Sabbath
I
day from?
understand. I understand.
So I mean, see what I'm saying? They indoctrinated us with doctrine.
That's right.
Right.
Like this. Give me Hebrews. No, not Hebrews. Matthew 15 and 3. Watch this. Watch this, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go back to my point, but I'm showing you they indoctrinated us with their own traditions.
I know.
Hebrews 15 and 3.
Hebrews.
Matthew, I'm sorry. Matthew 15.
That's why I came to talk to you.
Watch this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do you also transgress the commandment of God?
Why we break the Sabbath day knowing God said the Sabbath day or Saturday, read?
By your tradition.
What is their tradition? Sunday. Why we break the Sabbath day of God and go to church on Sunday?
Because they broke the condition now with slavery.
Yes, that's the whole point.
That's the only day they gave you the
They
rest.
indoctrinated us.
That's right. That's right. That's
But
right.
now, in these days, do we gotta go to church on Sunday?
Nope. Freedom of choice.
Do you gotta break the Sabbath?
Freedom of choice.
How do you keep the Sabbath holy? You said keep the Sabbath holy. No, give me Colossians 2 and 8 real quick. Colossians 2 and 8. I'm glad y'all dealing with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to show you, sis, you're a warrior. But if you don't keep the laws of God, you're going to die in America. Same for you too, bro. Okay, but I'm going to give you the message whether you hear or prepare. I'm going to give you the message. All right, watch this.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So he said, beware, lest they get you following them and not the Bible. That's what happened. We never followed the Bible, never. When in the history did we follow the Bible?
According to what said.
I'm talking about since we got over here in America.
Right.
Let's talk about that. Since we got over here in America, have we ever followed the Bible?
Mostly follow tradition.
Huh?
We mostly follow tradition as a people.
What you say, sis? Have we ever followed the Bible? Now, man, let me ask a different question. Have we been around the Bible? Yes. We've been around the Bible. Now, have we followed the Bible? We follow. You should. Like, what way we need to follow the Bible? I'm dealing with sis, so I want you to hear this. What have we did to follow the Bible? Give me some. Give me something we did in the Bible that we do. Honestly, this is an honest question. I'm not here to shame you, so don't take it that way. What traditions that the Bible say do that we do?
Talking to sis.
I'm talking about. What you think? I want you to tell me what you think.
Yeah. Yes. I mean.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing.
That's why I can't say
Now,
nothing.
next you on. What traditions have we followed in the Bible?
I'm not a Christian, so.
Just, I said, you started talking about you. I keep saying who?
As black people, I would say they're supposed to follow the 10 Commandments.
No, I asked you. Yes, even the 10, okay, let's go to the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
What's the 10 Commandments?
Okay.
Based on the 10 Commandments.
Supposed to.
Supposed to, but do we follow the 10?
I'm not sure. I can't.
Just look at our communities.
That's right.
All right, well, go to, let's start at the first one. Read the top. Based on the 10 Commandments.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
So he said, don't have no other gods before me, and don't make no images to worship. Do we follow that commandment? We have Jesus pieces.
Yeah.
We have Christian crosses.
Right.
He just said don't do that.
Right.
We kiss them.
Right.
Do we follow that commandment?
Okay. As a whole, you would say no.
No, we don't.
Okay.
That's the 10 Commandments, right? We get to go to the next one.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
Do we not bow down to this image right here in these churches?
That's correct.
I said we.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I ain't talking about y'all individual. We talk about us.
True tradition.
Okay.
Yes. How people follow the white image of Christ. We do. All right, read on.
Verse 7. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Read that first.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Do we keep the Sabbath day?
Don't be all.
Read the next one.
Verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother.
Do we keep that? Honor your father and mother. Do we as a nation keep honor your father and your mother?
Side to change.
Oh, you gotta give me a yes or no. You shoot everyone. What you say, sis? We don't.
As a new
Don't
generation.
nobody honor that dang old mama no more.
As a new generation.
But I'm just talking. I'm asking you, do we do this? Remember, I'm asking you, do we do this? We don't. Read the next another one.
Verse 13.
Watch this.
Thou shalt not kill.
Do we kill? We just, dude, they just picked up them young boys who killed the girl at the park on stage. Do we keep that law? We don't keep that law. Next one.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Is married people sleeping outside their marriage? We don't keep that law. You see my point? My point is, we never and don't follow the Bible.
Right.
We follow traditions. Boyfriend and girlfriend. Do we do that?
Yes. Christmas.
You say yes, right?
Yep.
Is God against boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yep. Before that teaching, yep.
You see what my point is? We don't listen to God. Go to Deuteronomy 20:15. Now that we don't listen to God, is God gonna bless us or curse us? We do nothing he say do.
Curse us.
Is he gonna bless us or curse us?
Nah, I gave you
If we don't do nothing he say do, let's see what the book says.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we don't listen to God,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
he said that's why you cursed in the city. If we cursed in Mobile County, bro, quit playing, bro.
I
We
ain't
killing. We
playing,
got
bro.
48 running
I
around
ain't
here.
playing.
Right.
Folks stealing. They feel Metro.
We never had
Man, we got the Africa town. We got wasting our water. The neighborhoods is polluted. You go to preaching, them young boys out there on drugs, sprung out on all type of drugs. I'm talking about it in the Mobile County. Is we blessed in Mobile County or cursed in Mobile County? Let's be real. As a collective. Yeah, some of us got some NFL with Russell Wilson and what's that? Jamarcus Russell. Mark DeMarcus Cousins. They millionaires. At one point in time was millionaires because they went to the league and they changed our conditions. Because they went to the NFL and they changed the conditions of them boys and preach.
Still a slave camp.
You see what I'm saying? So my point is, when we don't listen to God, we're going to continue to be in these conditions. Now I'm going to ask the question. Do we want the kingdom of heaven? Do you want rulership of this whole planet? And let me rephrase it. If you had a chance to rule the whole planet Earth in royalty, you're the boss, you're the king, you're the princess, you're the ruler, you're the owner. If you had a chance to become that, would you want it?
I am that.
You wouldn't want. You won't want rulership.
I am that.
So what you want? Hold on, I'm gonna deal with you. What you want, sis? What you want, sis? You don't want that. What you want?
I don't want rulership over me.
You don't. We talk about over the world. I ain't saying.
Over the world.
Cause you gotta think about it. It's gonna be a new Jerusalem.
Right.
It's gonna be a new king. This
Right.
shit, this is where it can burn in fire.
Right.
'Cause you know America going up in nuclear flames.
Yeah.
There's gonna be nuclear bombs in America. Go to Malachi 4:1. She didn't know that. She think this place. I ain't talking about this place.
Okay.
This place is gonna be scorched with fire.
It is.
Watch this.
Yeah.
You don't believe that, huh?
No.
Well, you keep on. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna give you the message.
Yes, sir.
That's all I can do. Yes, sir. Malachi 1:4. No, 4:1. I'm sorry. 4:1. Malachi 4:1.
The book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh,
It's gonna be a day that comes.
that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, shall be stubble.
It's gonna be a day come that's gonna set everything into ashes. Give me 1 John 2 and 15. Someone on that? All right, read on.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
God burning everything to ashes. Give me 1 John 2 and 15. Watch this, the America done. This place is evil. You know who rule America? What nation? What people rule America?
Enemy.
Okay, you on point. Watch this.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
He tell them don't love this place. This place is built on wickedness.
That's right.
Do you know this place pushing for our people to be gay?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They pushing it on you.
Oh yeah.
I seen a commercial. I was in the barbershop yesterday.
Feeding it to you.
I was in the barbershop yesterday. I seen a commercial come on the TV. I don't know how this ended up. They got a man and a man in the club face to face feeding each other some food. I'm talking about like, why in the heck this even in the commercial?
Right.
Like, so they pushing this on us
That's a seed.
to the point our people is accepting it.
That's a seed.
We accept it because we thinking it's okay. But the thing about it is we don't know God gonna burn this place up for that. Watch the read on.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of his world.
So when you lusting after things God is against it, it's of the world, it's not of the Father. Watch this.
And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever.
So this world is gonna pass away. This place is finito. It's over with.
Right.
God wants us to come to him.
Right.
He wants us to listen to him.
Right.
We listen to him. Go to me, Revelation 21, and I think verse 3. And I'm going to give you, because you said you keep the Sabbath. And I'm going to give you some laws of the Sabbath and see if you keep it.
Okay.
Revelation 21 and 3. Let me see. Got it. 21 3. When you say no more crying or weeping. 8. All right, read this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving.
No, they say there's going to be no more. Find that for me. I think it's 21:8. Hold on, they're going to find it. We're going to go back to that. But we're going to go to the Sabbath day. How do you keep the Sabbath day, sis? How do you keep it holy? See, they trying to get you away from you.
Yeah.
But the Lord got your feet planted. Oh.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I got you. First one.
Oh, okay, hold on, verse 4. Watch this, read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Now, this is when we get our rulership. It's actually you want rulership. He gonna wipe away all the tears on the eyes.
And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
So God, in the new, when I said we're gonna have rulership, we're gonna rule things, all our pain gonna go away, sis.
Right.
It's gonna be pure. It ain't gonna be wicked. It ain't gonna be the murder and killing and adultery and fornication. All that's gonna pass away. This world do that. But this world gonna be set on fire. The last judgment of America, Babylon the Great, is nuclear bombs in there.
Right.
This is what's gonna go on in America. That's why he's trying to pull us out. When he say, come up out of my people. No, I think it's Revelation, I think it's 18 and 3 or something like that. Watch this, watch this. That's it? It's 4? Look over.
Yeah.
All right.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come up out of where? What are they telling us to come up out of? Read on.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
The world, he wants us to come up out the world and don't follow the world's sins. The world telling you the Sabbath day is on Sunday. The world telling you it's okay to be a homosexual. The world telling you it's okay to eat unclean food. The world telling you can dress any way you want to dress. Over the world, so read it from the top again.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
God said her sins have reached to heaven. I want you to come up out of her.